But Winky, I remember him.
Winky, yeah, I fanboyed him so much.
I remember saying I loved his name in game.
Yeah, he's a scope for Prior, at least he used to be. I don't know if they've changed things up, but
He was pretty good as well, to be honest.
He was very, very good at Helsinki. Extremely good. Decimated teams he was against. So, obviously, I assume it's going to be backlot, NZ. I don't know what the map's going to be, but from the basis that we're on backlot, I'm going to go ahead and guess it's going to be backlot. I mean, do you know if Stevie prefers to keep that scope, or does he change up to the AK? Because a lot of scopes, obviously, will change weapons on backlot.
I'm not sure. I can't really remember, because it's been a long time, so... And I don't think I've actually casted Fnatic on backlot.
I have. It was a long, long, long time ago.
Back in the day.
That's the reason why I'm a bit kind of dubious about whether Stevie does scope both sides or not. Because the reason I bring it up, obviously, you know, you've got Winky, who's a great scope for Prior, and you've got Stevie, who's an awesome scope as well. So, it's backlot isn't exactly renowned, to say the least, Enzy, for scoping. It's more for those SMG quick rushes that people know and love this map. And, of course, Grenade's going to play a massive influential part as well. So, it will kind of be interesting for me to see how the two scopes fare against each other, and obviously against the opposite team.
Yep. Absolutely, as we await Raz's ROP. I'm quickly going to go to CyberGamer and quickly check the league.
I was just about to say, Lee, it's not lagging for me. We have noticed
not lagging for me.
The chat, guys, you've complained about lag.
It's fine for me,
man. Lively. It's fine for me, dude.
Yeah, just leave it, dude. It's fine. It's fine, bro.
If you're having lag issues, guys, drop your quality. Lee runs the stream at very high quality, so your internet may not be able to handle it. Just drop it down to a lower quality. Hopefully that will smoothen it out for you. Mine runs fine on 240 and my internet is basically 30. But I think we're live, Enzy.
Are you able to take it away? Because I'm trying to find a league.
I am ready to take it away. And my question that I asked before has been answered. Stevie is going to pick up that scope and go into B side here. In the top of Ruins, just peeking across, isn't going to see anything as of yet. The first two frags have gone down. Both Prior players, Stilk and Stek, have both been taken out. Here's Winky, will return fire onto Stevie, seems to have picked up the AK-47, has been down though, and it's suddenly going to be down to Zoid, who has just taken down Coyote, and there is going to be 3 more Fnatic players to try and find and kill. He's got lighters in top of A building. Miracle, well, doesn't really matter anymore as he has been taken out from Raz, who was kind of moseying around bottom Ruins, and that is going to be first blood to Fnatic, NZ. Did you find the website?
Yeah, but Lee's restarting the stream. Keeps like going down and up. Wait, it's fine for now. One sec, guys. Just, this round I'm just gonna watch the stream quickly, make sure it doesn't go down anymore. Okay. It looks okay now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We're just making sure the stream was all good. And all of a sudden, Stevie's your last remaining player. He has got that scope. 1v4 situation. A player is on top mid. If he's not careful, he's going to get taken down as the bomb has been planted on A. So he has got to make an attempt to cross with 32 seconds. And what a shot from Stevie. The headshot onto Winky will make the first of maybe 4 players, as they are just going to sit in very deep and wait for Stevie. And there it is. That's all they needed to do, as Sinks will get the frag onto Stevie, making it 1-1.
I'm going to get tongue-tied, Enzy, here. You've got Stek and Stilk and Sinks. Trying to say them 3 names fast and my tongue will jump out of my head. Either way, 1-1's the scoreline. Zoid I can't actually see any health left on his bar there. Literally none. Stek has been dropped. Zoid somehow Superman his way through a grenade like a boss. And Lighters also has succumbed to a grenade here. So, all even affair still. Stevie is going to take the same spot as he did previously in top of B Ruins. Let's switch over. Winky is top of MG building as Miracle has been taken out from Zoid. So, Prior looking to get 2 rounds on the bounce. Zoid is going to jump up here into the top of mid building. Great position for AKs, but he has been spotted and heavily tagged from Stevie, who's on the prowl. Does actually drop a grenade onto Zoid there. Beautiful grenade. And of course, with the AK being flushed out of top mid, definitely going to give Fnatic more freedom to move around. Coyote's in bottom of A in basement. In fact, Stilk has just gone top of A, so they're literally, Kyochi is right below Stilk, and suddenly Winky comes in with a +10, or at least a double frag very quickly, and Stilk finishes Kyo off to bring this to a 2 versus 1 on scoreline. And a timeout has been called due to the fact that Miracle seems to have timed out entirely. He seems to have DC'd 999 ping. So, yeah, a little delay here, NZ, but 2 on the scoreline.
Indeed, 2-1 it is. Miracle, maybe just a game crash, you know what COD4 is like. As he will reconnect swiftly and fast, and hopefully we'll get this game underway straight away. So obviously it's still going to be a tactical timeout this early.
Miracle's back in.
Maybe he's just waiting, to see if it goes down again, or someone's getting a drink, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, when the timeout's called, you're not obligated to ready back up straight away. They obviously can use the full 5 minutes if they seem fit. So perhaps just going on with some quick tactics, or one of them's going to the bathroom or whatever. But yeah, we're just waiting on Stevie and Lighters to ready up. And so the question I asked you, NZ, was whether Winky and Stevie would take scope. Stevie is keeping the scope, and Winky has opted for the AK-47, which a lot of scopes do, obviously. I mean, speaking from a scope's perspective yourself, I know you're not too fond on Backlot because of the fact it's not exactly scope-friendly.
Well, before I kind of quit the gaming side, I actually started liking the map, because, because I hated it so much, I never practiced it, so that meant I never got to enjoy it, if that makes sense. And I normally took the scope on defense, and then on attack I'd go with the AK and take the bomb, because I just think it's much better on attack to have the AK. But some people are different. Obviously these guys are gonna opt for one with the AK on the attack, one with the scope on defense, and it looks like we're going live against Vince. I think it was your round, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I'll take it away regardless, as Kyo has been dropped there from Sinks. And yeah, I mean, scoping on attack, I can only really think of one quick shot you can get if you jump on top of the signpost, Enzi, and shoot into A. You get that wall bang on the girders. But apart from that, there's not a great deal you can do with scope on attack, as Sinks has picked up a second frag onto Stevie. Raz back onto Sinks though. So Pryor looking for that 3-1 lead, especially as Stilker's completely mullered Raz close range, and now you've got Lighters and Miracle standing tall here. Winky's been heavily tagged. Both Pryor players are going to try and push around onto Lighters. Lighters has been dropped. Where is Miracle? I'm switching over. He is pushing over from spawn to B side. The bomb is down on B amongst all that talking, and Miracle is definitely up against it here. 3 players to find and kill. He did previously take down Stilk, but Winky too strong from bottom of ruins. 3-1 indeed will be the scoreline. Pryor looking strong here.
Indeed they are, and I'm going to pick it up with Stevie now, actually, as he has opted for the AK-47. So let's see what he's going to get up to here. He did get 3 frags with the scope, so obviously alone he was doing alright. Maybe just a single tactic or something, or maybe, he just feels like, more firepower is better for the team. As Miracle starts off with a grenade, Zoid goes down, Still will come in with an SMG, Winky with a headshot onto Kyo. Stevie is looking for a frag with that AK. As he's looking for the jump shot, Lighters will drop Stilk, as Winky is on the verge of dropping the top ruins player, which is Raz on the stairs, as he will jump to the left. And await a player to come through that doorway, but Winky is not going to wait for Stevie, as Stevie will get downed, as Sinks makes his way slowly but surely towards that ruins area. And Winky is pruning his way to victory as Raz is there around the corner and gets the kill onto Winky. Great wait and play there, and he will go down. Starek as well with the SMG onto Lighters, and it's a 1v2. Raz is your last man standing, and he's for Fnatic against 2 Pryor players, and he's not going to be able to get anything out of that, as Starek will come in with a second in a row, making it 4-1, and Pryor looking very strong here.
Yeah, you mentioned about Stevie dropping the scope for AK. I really believe that he feels he can kind of help his team out more with the AK-47, because with scope there's only a set amount of places that he can really be useful, but he has picked it up again for this round, so perhaps feeling maybe AK wasn't a great idea after all, as he is coming under heavy fire from the rat hole area. Didn't manage to land that frag, got a couple tags in the process, did Stevie. Let's switch over to Pryor. Quite a slow attack, methodical attack here, as 2 of their players have been dropped, Stilk and Stek, both down in the dumps. But they still have 3 more players. Make that 2. Sinks has been dropped from a grenade. Winky back onto Miracle. And what did you say, Lee? Lee's pinged. What, overall or just in game? Okay, apparently we're still live. So I'm going to just cast audio and hopefully you'll have a general idea of what's going on. You got Winky in a 1 versus 3 situation. In fact, Zoid's overlay has bugged for me. And he is just kind of chilling out outside of A building. He's got 1 to his left inside of A, 1 in top ruins, and the other one is around tin. So Zoid is going to try and make the most of what he can do. As that the player on A is going to be Lighters in basement. You've got Raz just outside of ruins in the garden. And Zoid is the last player for Prior, of course, starting to push up to top of A. Feels like there could be a player around A. Of course, unbeknownst to him, it's going to be Lighters in basement. And he's now going to drop to try and pick up that bomb. He's left this one really late, and in fact, it's on the jump, which is going to be horrible for him. He's basically going to have to go for frags. There is a player to his right-hand side. The Zoid is going to jump around like a jackrabbit, but there you go. Lighters will take Zoid down to a 4-2 scoreline, and I think Lee is back, NZ, so take it away.
Lee is back, and he's ready to click like a boss. But let's take it away with an SMG. As I'm going to pick it up with... Wait, who is that for Fnatic? It is Kaio, front of A, already pushing his way to L-Bend. He's going to throw that nade out, could find himself a frag just with this grenade. But it's not going to happen. Not even a tag will be dealt. As there is Winky on the wall. Kaio gets taken down. As Winky had the supreme positioning there, as Lighters will return fire onto Starek. As Lighters is around this yellow car, around spawn actually, as Winky is making his way past the tank. Miracle is in basement. Raz on top ruins. Sinks making his way up to ruins, in fact. Raz is just round the corner. Sinks is peeking onto tin. Raz is there. Brilliant positioning from Raz as Sinks will get taken down. Stilk beforehand, though, will take Stevie down with an SMG. And it's all even once again at 3v3. As there is a player on top mid. Raz is trying his luck as he does jump onto the side. But he isn't able to land a kill. Did land a tag, though, in fact. As Raz is going to look for the kill. But Miracle will be there with the double. Making it 4-3 in Fnatic with 2 rounds in a row. And they're well back up into this game.
Fnatic really do like to leave themselves with a challenge, don't they, Enzo? We saw against Clan Poland, they were 8-4 behind at half-time. Here they were 4-1 behind, they have managed to pull it back somewhat. Stevie has opened up here, Miracle's down, Stevie gets his second. He was pushing into A, he was at the AK-47 as well, so once again opting for the AK over the scope. And suddenly Stack isn't a 1 versus 3, but not for long as Kyle will pick up that comfortable kill. And before you know it, from a 4-1 to a 4-4 NC. And, Fnatic once again are trying to make a comeback.
Indeed they are, as Stilk has a good spawn here for the Prior side, but he is going to wait the grenades instead. His teammate is going to take the role of rushing like a madman. One will go bottom A, one will go top A. So really nice teamwork coming out from Prior. He is just waiting there. Stilk will land the first, but Stevie's too good with the scope. Stilk gets taken down along with 6. There's the double. Lighters with a single, Miracle with a single, and all down to Zoid now in a 1v4. Brilliant round from Fnatic, and there it is. Only man to fall for Fnatic that round was Kaio. 5-4 is your score. Really nice double frag from Stevie, and really nice play from the whole team. Really good stuff.
I'm just trying to figure out what Stevie's kind of mental process is and whether to take the scope or the AK. I guess it's down to spawns. He has got the scope again, but I'm going to switch over and have a look from Prior, because you haven't really given them too much love from spawn. And let's have a quick look-see at their general attack. Very much looks split and quite slow, to be entirely honest. The stack is going to come up these stairs. There's going to be a player up there, and it's going to be down to reactions here. And it's going to be Raz, who's literally proning his way to victory on the staircase. Stack must be face-palming, itching his head and wondering what the hell just happened, as Zoid has also been down courtesy of Kaio. So Fnatic looking for that 5th round in a row here. 5 versus 3 up. Winky still back in L-Bend. In fact, he's deeper than L-Bend, towards spawn, in fact. And the bomb carrier is Sinks, and he's moving around into MG Alley right now. Incredibly slow attack. Haven't really seen an all-out rush from Prior, to be entirely honest. But maybe that's the kind of tactic they're going to have to push forward here. Otherwise, they could find themselves 8-4 behind. The momentum is well and truly in Fnatic's hands, having said that the Raz has been taken down this round from Stilk. Still coming under heavy fire. Has been dropped from mid-shops, in mid-building even, from Kyle. And Stevie gets a double frag there onto Sinks and Winky. Great action from Stevie. And that's going to be the 6-4 scoreline, NC. And it's really just came out of nowhere. But one-way traffic since that 4-1 lead.
Indeed, and 2 rounds. And in each round, there has been a double frag from Stevie. So let's follow it up onto Stevie. Maybe the third round will be the lucky round to land a triple, as he is going to go onto Winky with that scope. Beforehand, though, Miracle will drop Starek. So the Mer and Stevie combo will come into effect, as Stevie will be searching for a second. Not going to get it, though. The third round will not be lucky for him, despite getting that first one, as Kaio will mop the pieces up onto Zoid, as he will get that revenge frag, as Stevie previously did get downed from his AK-47, as Raz as a mid-shops does shoot at the guy in L-bend, wasn't able to tag him or even drop him, as Lightus is already there anyway around the tank area, as Sinks will eventually get taken down from Lightus, as we'll go to a 2v2. There's fire being exchanged here from the mid-house area, and he said mid-shops there, as also top A. So Raz has retreated. Sinks has that bomb, looking for the frag on the Girders area, as the Fnatic player of Kaio will retreat. There's a few fire coming out, the fakes coming out as well, but it looks like a real now. As the plant goes down, Sinks has got an AK and SMG at his disposal, so he could easily pick this one up, as there is a player rotating to the side of A. That is Kaio, could find himself with a frag anytime soon. There he is! Peeks round the corner and Kaio's like, hello, and takes him down. And that is going to be 7-4. And oh my god, that's 6 rounds in a row. And awesome start for Pryor, but it's not looking like a good ending to the first half at all.
I think they just need aggression, Andy. That's the one thing that I've noticed that's really been lacking in Pryor so far. Even this round, they had a couple decent SMG spawns, haven't really made the most of them. Stilk is trying to get into A fast here, as of course he is one of the SMGs, has opened up here. Can he get the frag? Yes, he can onto Miracle through the wall. Nice play from him. Very aggressive style from Stilk, but look at that mini-map. No one is even close. The bomb carrier Sinks has been dropped from Lighters. The bomb's in a precarious position. Stilk is basically behind enemy lines with 0 support, but his team are actually 4-2 ahead, so perhaps Stilk can make something happen here. He knows there's a player down in basement. It's going to be Lighters once again with the SMG. He's going to try the silent climb up. Is it going to work for him? No. Stilk is still looking into basement. Lighters could actually pull this one off, as he's going to start to push into bottom A's on top of the staircase in a 1 versus 4 now that Stevie's been killed courtesy of Zoid. He tries to jump and actually fails, so more noise being made, and what he doesn't realise is Stilk is kind of lurking around top of A. I thought he may still have had eyes on that basement. Now going to come around the corner. Has he let us go up the stairs and will finish him off for the 7-5 scoreline. Fnatic are going to be absolutely delighted with that half-time result, seeing as they were 4-1 behind, and I think Pryor are going to be scratching their heads a tiny bit, wondering what went wrong.
Indeed, you know, they only got 1 round in the last 7 against Fnatic, so not going good at the moment for Pryor, as we await Kaio 2 ready up, as the good half does come out from Winky. And let's just have a quick look at the scoreboard. We've got Stevie on 10, Kaio with 9, Lighters on 8, Raz on 9, and Miracle on 8. So very close once again. For Pryor, we have 11, 11, 5, 5, and 6. So a big gap between the top 2 for Pryor, which will be Winky and Stilk at this current time. But hey, let's get right back up into this game. Let's find an SMG. Let's find a Miracle. Let's see what this bear can do, as he's going to be running straight into bottom A. Lands the frag onto Stilk, as he's going to move in here. He's got one to his right and one straight in front of him. Stevie will land the grenade onto Zoid. Stark with the SMG, Winky with the AK. Kaio goes down, and 2v3 it is. Stevie with that deagle. It's just too good for Starek right now, as he will take the scope out and drop the deagle for the SMG, as he will make his way into bottom A, as Winky will claim the kill onto Raz. So it's all down to Stevie. 1v2 and Sinks is there. Bottom ruins, waiting for the peak on bottom A. Brilliant stuff coming out from Pryor. First round, and that is a win. But we did see the first 4 rounds go in favour of them on attack. So, you know, you can't cancel Fnatic out at any time.
Winky is opting for the AK-47 on both sides, so clearly he doesn't like to scope on backlot as he's going to push into Girders, and there's Stevie to actually pick up the frags. Obviously Stevie is opting to keep the scope for attack side as Zoid has been added to the mixture of dead players in this round. 5 versus 3, Prior up against it once again. Have managed to pull back the first round of attack, but I don't think they've got too much hope of pulling this one back. Having said that though, Steck has picked up the frag onto Lighters, and it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to make this kind of weakness, and if he can expose it. Well, the answer is a no. As I was talking, Miracle has taken him down with ease, and now you've got Sinks and Stilk remaining. Bomb is down from Raz on A bomb site. Look at that mini-map. All 4 Fnatic players congregating heavily around the A site, but having said that, 2 frags have just dropped there as Raz team killed Miracle. I'm not entirely sure how you do that in a 4v2 situation, and Stevie was taken down from Sinks, so that team kill could prove to be so crucial here. As Kyle's in a great position in Girders behind that red barrel, but it's actually Stilk's jumped around the corner, taking down Kyle. 1v2 against Raz now. And he's dropped into basement. 13 seconds he has to hold off this defuse, for he's making all kinds of noise coming up from basement, and still will finish him off. So the 2v4 clutch has gone about from Prior. And Enzi, I have to question, was that team kill from Raz onto Miracle the kind of final nail in the coffin in that round? A horrible time to get a team kill from a 4v2 to a 2v2 in a second. And huge props to Prior for actually pulling that one off.
Yeah, it must have been, but also a weapon switch fell for Raz as well in that clutch. But I'm going to follow on to Lighters as my favourite WWE buddy Stevo has asked. So we must give him what he wants, as Lighters will pick up a double on the row for the third. As all of a sudden it's a 2v3. Really fast-paced action coming out. Lighters, there is a play around the corner, he's on the wall. Lighters with a cheeky peek round the corner, and he won't get dropped because of it. If it was a full peek, he would be dead right now. And he would be sitting out the remainder of this round, as he would respawn the next. And Lighters is going to come around this corner. There's an AK. Lighters seen him very late. Actually fails the spray. The Sinks, in effect, will drop Stevie. And how crucial is that? As Lighters with a beautiful deagle will down Sinks. So it's a 1v1. Lighters already with 3 frags this round. On the ball for the 4th. As he has got to retrieve that bomb. And in fact, Lighters is in a great position to clutch this, as Starek is actually rotating towards this B site, as Lighters will go up onto top of mid, as obviously he thinks Starek has the bomb down somewhere, as he's very cautious of that A site, as he will drop down. Starek will maybe come into contact anytime soon. Does see Lighters failing to jump, and he does a little bunny hop on top of, I don't even know what they're called, and Starek will get the SMG. That was funny stuff there, as it will go to 8-7.
So Prior really assuming the lead, Andy. You know, 7-5 behind. I've now gone 8-7 ahead, and I just wonder if Fnatic can brush off the cobwebs of a round a couple ago there, as Raz with that team kill. Again, I'm amazed at how that actually happened. But either way, Stevie has opened up the round. 2 fires come straight back from Prior. Miracle and Kyle both been dropped, of course. So Stevie will go back onto Stilk here. And it's pretty much balls to the wall aggression. Both sides as Stevie gets his 3rd from top of A, but Steck is there with the SMG to deny any further participation in this round. Also picks up the kill onto Light, so it's now going to be a 1 versus 2 against Raz. Raz with that bomb is pushing through Girders. He looks like he's going to rotate back towards B. Zoid is in mid-house. Steck is out on the silent drop of A. So Zoid's now going to go to top of mid once again. I've seen him here a few times, and of course it's a great position to cover pretty much the entirety of the map. He can have eyes on B if needed, or on A, and Raz is slowly but surely going to push round to B. It's all really down to whether Zoid just peeks up and sees Raz in the nick of time, or if Raz can get that bomb down. Zoid is now having a quick look at B. They must realise that Raz is probably going to be rotating to B in the amount of time this has been a 1v2. Now you can hear that time ticking down as Raz will get the plant and escape into laundry. Zoid, what were you doing? Surely you could have heard that, or at least guessed that Raz would be pushing onto B, and now Raz has a real chance at clutching this round out for Fnatic. Zoid's going to be pushing into lower ruin. Steck is going to come round from laundry side on the street, And Raz is up on the stairs behind Laundry, has seen Steg, picks up that frag. Zoid is now going to go for the fake and draw Raz out here. Raz is jumping into Laundry, it's all going to be down to reactions. Raz has the SMG, and he's going to get the frag onto Zoid as well and clutch this 1v2. But Enzi, I am literally face desking Zoid not checking B a single time there as Raz was pushing round. Why would you not have an eye on B when Steg clearly has A locked down?
I have no idea. Can I face to desk?
I already am, dude. Seriously.
Well, I shall join you in that, as I will pick it up with Stevie now with the scope. Zoid will down lighters, and Stevie will approach that A site with the deagle held steadily in front of him, peering down the site. As we'll pull out the scope, as SMG spray will come from Miracle onto the A side, and there's the flash as Fnatic will push in. Raz was the person to flash. As the fake it comes out, and Stevie looks for the jump shot, does see ahead, wasn't able to connect the dots there. As he will peek round the corner, as he does pick off Sinks, looks for the wall bang, no scope, not going to happen. I would have creamed in my pants if he actually did that, but it wasn't to be. As he has gone back to the jump shot. As Kaio will drop Zoid. As players are swarming around this A site, and there's Winky just running in at the perfect time as Stevie will get down. He prones with the deagle. Kaio now down, and he could get the third here. As Stilk will drop Raz. And oh my god, Fnatic was running right on that A site, and all of a sudden, Pryor just sit them down and teach them a lesson about defense. And that is 9-8.
Indeed, the second close game in a row for Fnatic, Enzi. 13-10 against Clan Poland, now 9-8 against Pryor. And I have to assume that the Antwerp Pacers game is going to go down to the wire as well, as two quick frags have came in from Pryor. Lightis and Stevie. Zoid will shut down Kaio. Stilk has been dropped from Miracle. But before you know it, only two players remain for Fnatic, both of which are on A side here. Miracle's trying to make something happen inside of A. And, well, Raz has been completely out-aimed and out-reacted there on the back of A, and the bomb is down in a horrific position for Miracle. So can he pick up this bomb? Can he take 4 players down? He's peeking round. The answer is no. Instead, he'll get his second frag in a row and 10-8's the scoreline, Enzi. And Pryor suddenly making a sprint for the finish.
Yeah, but we saw Pryor out in front very early on in this game. Obviously, were 4-1 up, and they managed to lose 7-5 on the first half. So I'm not going to count Fnatic out just yet, but as I say that, 2 frags come out from Pryor, but Miracle is in a perfect position with the SMG, lands the first, was going to go around the corner, but did retreat. There's the AK, lands the second, Winky goes down, but Miracle will get downed in revenge, but the damage has already been done. And also the damage from Pryor has been done as well, as Stevie is the last remaining player with the SMG, as he is pushing this front A, making his way to Gerlis, has not been spot yet. So he could find himself with a frag or two. There is a player on tin, so dependent on what he does next, could basically shape himself up for either the win or the loss. So he's very cautious here. He does not want to give away his position. He does not want to die right in now, because this is going to be a very important round for the Fnatic side. And despite Pryor having awesome positions, the one position they have not got covered at all is mid. They must literally be sitting in corners, and yes, they are. They are all sitting in corners, waiting for Stevie to make the wrong move. But I'm not sure this is a great approach here, as Stevie has got to get that bomb, and B is the bad option. A is the good option, but he does not know that. There's a player in top 10, there's a player in top ruins, there's only one on the stairs of A, 15 seconds left, he's not going to run, he's not going to let them know where he is, but he's well on for the clutch. But the plant is going down. Let's see what Pryor does. Sinks already is rushing from Ruins, and Zoid. Beautiful play. They did not have to peek Stevie. They did not have to rush him at all. They were on defense. They had the advantage, and they won the round. Great stuff from Pryor, and Fnatic in a bit of trouble now.
They are. There's no two ways about NZ. They are running out of time. They're running out of rounds, and they're currently 3 behind with light just being dropped there straight from spawn pretty much. That is the problem on backlot. Grenades can be so deadly, so influential, but look at Fnatic. 3 players rushing in A, 2 which are already in there, but Zoe's picked up 1. As Raz has been down, that's going to leave just Stevie with a deagle in A. I don't fancy his chances. Still will go into Stevie, Winky onto Miracle, and suddenly you've got just Coyote remaining against 4 players. He's in rat hole, but can he do the double here? Can he double what Raz managed to emulate a few rounds ago? The answer is a resounding no, as Sinks comfortably headshots him down. 12-8 the scoreline, and Stevie's saying, yeah, okay, so I'm not sure if he perhaps feels there's something a bit iffy about Pryor. But to be honest, Pryor just seem to have all the angles locked down here, and their stop nades are really, really quick.
Yeah, I just have to quickly follow on to Kyo though, Vince. He's got a great spawn. He's already in A now. He could do some damage to the opponent's side, which is Pryor, of course. He's making his way up them stairs. There's the player, gets the first. Zoid down, releases the AK with his grasp, and he's looking for the second on Tin. Does tag him up, isn't going to land the frag. He will peek round the corner. Starek will come out on top. So it's all down to this 3v3. Sinks will drop Light still onto Stevie, and it's all down to Raz. Gets the first. He's got 2 more to find if he wants to keep Fnatic up at this game, but it's not going to happen. Sinks will land it, and there is 13-8. Great performance from Pryor. Fnatic are no pushovers. We've seen that from their return. You know, they're capable